What's up, everybody? This is Nintendo out here, and I got a question for you. What if PSN and PlayStation Plus? Well, PlayStation Plus is already behind the paywall, but what if the PSN at its core was behind the paywall? Like, kind of how Xbox has Xbox Live, and like you can't play with your friends online unless you're an Xbox Live Gold member, and like you have to pay like every month or and pay for a year of Xbox Live. What if PSN, what if PlayStation did the same thing? Well, there's a rumor going around that this guy posted on NeoGaf. He asked the same question. What if the PlayStation 4's online is behind a paywall, kind of like how the Xbox is with Xbox Live? And he says that there's this thing he's been hearing from a bunch of his developer buddies that he's been hearing this stuff called either PlayStation World or World of PlayStation, and it's basically like PSN and PlayStation Plus, but it's kind of like that, but it's like Xbox Live in that you can't play with your friends unless you pay for the online. But unlike Xbox Live, what Sony does is they include PlayStation Plus with this. And if anybody that's ever used PlayStation Plus know that you get like free games. I don't know how often the games change, but you get free games when you pay for PlayStation Plus, when you download them and you can play those games as long as you're a PlayStation Plus member. Now, my thing is, if Sony was to change their online structure where you pay for online, but you still got those free, like access to those free games as long as you were paying for the online, would you have a problem with it? Me, as much as I don't like the subscription-based Xbox Live because of just paying to play with your friends or whatever, my thing is with PlayStation World or World of PlayStation, whatever they're gonna call it, I think I would much prefer that version where I pay for it up front, but I still get a bunch of free shit on the back end that makes up for the cost of paying for the service. I wouldn't mind paying $60 a year for a service when every month I'm getting access to like old PlayStation 3 game that I haven't played, or getting access to PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 games that like 6 months down the road I get access to a PlayStation 4, some PlayStation 4 launch games, one of which I might not have played, something like that. And I wouldn't have a problem with that because it gives you a chance to play these games and become a fan of these games that you wouldn't normally play. Like, how many people who weren't fans of Infamous like downloaded Infamous when it was free on PlayStation Plus and played it and enjoyed the game, and now they are fans of Infamous? Like, there's a bunch of people out there like that when they play those games, when they play a game for free, it sometimes sways them to become a fan, and they become a fan of the series. When they become a fan of the series, they tend to buy the next release instead of waiting until it becomes free, like on PlayStation Plus. Now, my only thing is, with this subscription-based online, how much would like buying the console, buying a couple of games, and paying for the subscription online, how much will all that be at retail on launch day? That's the only problem I'm having with this scenario. Now, I would love for you guys to tell me how you feel about the situation. I'll post a link to the NeoGaf thread, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Embrace me as her king and as her god.